Alright everybody, yet again it's that time. As promised, Omnipetence. The now second biggest thing to be talked about in the Boruto Two Blue Vortex universe. Now, big question online going around is, should it be undone? Can it be undone? Will it be undone? Well, like everything else, I've got an opinion, and I'm going to give it to you with the semi-fresh cut. Let's get to it. What's going on, everybody? This is your Anime Legacy and Anime Lounge, and we're gonna get this right, because as promised, it's time to talk about Omnipetence. Now, before chapter 8 of Two Blue Vortex, this was the biggest debate going on online. Should Omnipetence be undone? Can it be undone? And what effect would that have on the series? And like I said in the intro, I've got an opinion, and I'm going to give it to you with the semi-fresh cut. Now, as for whether or not Omnipetence has to be undone for the story to go anywhere, I'm going to have to go with yes. And during the process of this video, I'm going to give you my reasons why. Now, the first is a reason that I have stated, and the reason that I have believed the most, that, let's just say, excuse me, the method in which I believe the most that Omnipetence would be undone, which would be Boruto obtaining the Jogan. Why? Simply put, Jogan is all hype. It's nothing. I mean, for me, again, I don't hate anime balls deep or Naruto explained, but I'm not one of those people who gonna say, you know, manga, I prefer the manga, and then when it comes to something, I'm gonna sit up here and be like, I'm gonna just pick and choose the anime stuff that I want to follow. Because truth be told, to my knowledge, the Jogan hasn't done anything in the manga. So we done had this hype around this eye that's supposed to be the biggest eye that the Otsutsuki, you know, themselves fear. And it has done nothing. Nothing at all. We don't have anybody with that ability. We don't even know how to awaken it. We just know from anime canon that basically Toneri from the last basically came out and did some stuff to Boruto, and he awoken it for a minute, and then Boruto was somehow able to awaken it again when he was dealing with Samiri and Nue and that arc. So if we're not gonna count something because it was in the anime, then I'm not counting that. I'm going to say in the manga, it hasn't done anything. Now, yes, the stuff is, and even if you do, go with what was done in the manga, or at least in the anime canon, all it is just the combination and perfection of the Aido Jutsu and Gekkei Genkai stuff we done seen already with the Sharingan, Rinnegan, and Byakugan. It's just the perfection of all those things come together. So unless we see something else, you gotta explain to me why anybody wants the Jogan over the Senrigan. I mean, think about the Senrigan, and we're gonna talk about this a little bit more later with what we got revealed to us in chapter 7. Just on its basic abilities, the Senrigan can control people. It can warp space and time. I mean, look at Delta. Delta was a machine with a human brain, programmed to protect the elite. She took one look at Ada and started simping for Ada. She is down bad for Ada. Ada tell her jump, she gonna say how high. And she may even say that. She gonna jump high enough, and she gonna jump high and just say, is this good enough for you, baby? And this is somebody who, again, even though she may have a human brain, she was programmed to follow the lead. Took one look at Ada and switched sides. That's how powerful a Senrigan is. You controlling robots, artificial intelligence, with just a glance. So, keeping it a buck, why would I want the Jogan over that? Beyond that, I can control time and space itself. I can alter the memories of everybody in the world to suit my whims, suit my agenda. I mean, for anybody who don't think that Kawaki is evil, go read the manga plus version of chapter 7 of Two Blue Vortex. There's a line in there where Boruto is talking to Shikamaru and he mentions Hinata and he's about to say mom and he has to say Naruto's wife. This man can't even call his own mama mama no more because of the Senrigan. When you can't call your own mama mama because someone uses Senrigan to change people's memories of you to the point where you could put a picture. Hold on, let me get something. Let me just go ahead. Take care of this right here. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, you can get a picture like that, with Boruto looking completely like Naruto, Himawari looking completely like Hinata, and people will still say that's a cat picture. That's Kawaki. Kawaki is Naruto's real son. Nobody's gonna say, no one's gonna think you got any kind of sanity saying that Boruto is a Uzumaki. But he looked just like Naruto. But we gonna say Kawaki's good. Okay. You go with that Cody Rhodes thinking if you want to. But anyway. Speaking of Kawaki. Everybody's waiting for Kawaki to take that dark turn. Well, without that, Senrigan being exposed with the information that we got in chapter 7, truth be told, we're in dire straits. Because the moment that Boruto leaves to flee from Kawaki's pursuit in chapter 8, what no one's talking about is we're on a ticking clock. Because as Boruto told Shikamaru, he's like, it's no point in undoing it because you're not gonna remember this. Sarada's been telling you what I'm saying for 3 years now, and you still haven't gotten it. So at some point, this jutsu is gonna make your mind reset. And unlike Amato, who has a constant reminder of the fact that his mind has been manipulated, Shikamaru does not. Now, can Shikamaru come up with something? Of course he can. He's already figured this stuff out already. How he's going to remind himself, we don't know. But until we know how he's going to do this, we're on a ticking clock. Because all this information that we just got in chapter 7 of Two Blue Vortex will be forgotten by Shikamaru. Ino doesn't matter. As long as Ino doesn't come in contact with Ada, because again, unless you are a family member or 100% Otsutsuki, Ada can control you. Only Boruto and Kawaki are immune to this. Okay? Ada can control anybody in Konoha. Not named Sarada and Sumiri right now. Alright? So, let's just get that in there. Boruto has no permanent allies. He has no permanent counter, to things. He can't depend on anybody. He is completely, utterly on his own right now. So, we gotta get the Senrigan and Omnipetence undone just so Boruto can have a sense of real victory. Because any bond he forms with anybody right now is gonna be undone because they're gonna forget it, like on that movie 51st Dates type situation 15 minutes later. So how's Kawaki going to suffer any consequences? Because most people are gonna speculate. Let's be real. We don't talk about this a lot, but Konoha's kinda discriminatory. Like when you one of theirs, and you want to really one of theirs, they will ride with you forever. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that you again can sit up here and say that this is the reality, and they won't believe it just because they want to ride or die for their village. And that's noble, but without real hard evidence that they're going to accept, you can't really do anything. So we can't really say that Kawaki's going to get exposed now, simply because we can't count on people's memories. So Omnipotence has to be undone for Kawaki to suffer any kind of blowback, because I doubt the fact that people having their minds play with is going to be something that they like. Beyond that, we got to talk about the person who did omnipotence in the first place, and that's Ada. Because having omnipotence be undone will put Ada in a position where we know where she stands. Because again, unlike people like Naruto explain and others who keep saying this treaty is over, I, on the other hand, will tell you the truth. This treaty was never about, in a lot of ways, making it up to Boruto. It was kind of about that. But again, what this treaty has always been about is, let me get it right quick there. Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't know I changed that. Let me just go ahead and fix this right quick here, because I didn't know I did something. I just, I wasn't even thinking about that. Hold on a second. It's always been about this. The Uzuhiko drip. By the way, this is my A9 tablet. You all need a new tablet. Go get you one. This is pretty nice. It's always been about this. This Uzuhiko drip right here. Because what Ada wants Boruto to do is she wants him to turn her on. Because Ada, if you haven't guessed it, while you're trying to figure out the legends and the Duku Suku and all that, she's a woman who wants her cake and to eat it too. In other words, she wants the stability of Boruto, but she wants to be entertained. That's why she's still sticking with Kawaki. She's not stupid. She can see the abuse. She can see the mistreatment. And she's hurt by and slowly, probably on the inside, getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier, and angrier and angrier at Kawaki for it, until eventually, under the right circumstances and with the right motivation, that anger is gonna pop and she's gonna just turn on that man. Because that's how these things happen in real life when it comes to women and anybody who's been abused in general. When they find out they have a better option and gain the confidence to go to that better option, because abuse is mental. Physical abuse is partially mental, because you feel that hopelessness and despair, or you just don't feel you can do any better. And a bunch of psychological stuff that I won't get into. Point is, if you are in those kind of relationships, get help. Get God, get help. You can have a better life. But yeah, that's what she's on. She wants to be entertained. She wants to be thrilled. So she will stay with Kawaki until Boruto proves that he can stimulate her. Like, again, we see in chapter 8, when she's listening to the Mitsuki conversation, she thinks Boruto is cool when he starts acting like his father. So the more he, again, like I said in that review, the more he acts like his father, the more turned on she's gonna get. Because she wants that. She wants someone like that. So, leaving it at that, That's just my thoughts on the situation and the circumstances of omnipotence. If you like anything you heard, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you when that Boruto 2 Blue Vortex new chapter drops on the 20th. Peace out.